Hello and welcome to ShanghaiEye. I'm Wang Ying.
I'm Stephen Rancourt.
So Stephen, I heard that you actually had to wake up super early again to meet some blue-collar workers. How was that?
Well, I got the chance to work with the sanitation crew. It was a really, really early start, like many of these jobs. They need to get done before the city wakes up.
Okay, so it sounds a little bit tough actually, but did you try to get behind the wheel of one of those like street sweeper thingies?
Yeah, they let me drive one of those street sweeper cars, which was kind of cool. But anyways, let's just take a look and see how it went.
Let's roll.
It's early morning in downtown Shanghai. And while the city sleeps, a group of people are up 4 hours before sunrise to begin their workday. Their job is to make sure the streets, sidewalks, garbage cans, and other public spaces are cleaned up in time for morning rush hour. It's all in a day's work for this city sanitation crew, and today, I'll be tagging along.
It's very early on Friday morning. I'm here in Jing'an District, and I'm going to be working with some of the city's sanitation workers to see what it takes to keep this city clean. Some hefty garbage bags there. Now, 你叫什么名字？王宁宁。王宁宁。我是 Steven.
After introductions are made, they look for a uniform that will fit me. I'm not sure how I feel about the size.
I've got a jacket that fits, and I think we're about ready to get the day started.
Ying then adorns me with a fluorescent vest. It's an important piece of kit when working on the streets in the dark. Then it's out into the cool morning air to begin the day's work.
Everybody's rolling out, getting into the positions to get started. It's just after 5 a.m. now, and I'm waiting for a hand truck because my first task today is to be on foot patrol.
这个要挂在上面。你来，你来。
有够，对吧？
对。这个路不平，平时这个车我们不推回来，在路上，因为推回来来回的可以浪费时间。
After a short walk, we arrive at our starting point. Each one of the crew is given a designated area to clean before the city wakes up.
一直到下一个红灯。
从这边。
对，从那里柱子那里开始。
那个入口那边。
对对对，入口，一直到这个红灯过去，再下一条马路。
下一个，好的。
那我们开始啊，扫地。
好的，好的，好的。Get out of the way, cameraman. It's the claw.
The area here doesn't appear to be too messy, but that almost makes it more challenging looking around in the dark for the odd bit of trash. Ying Ying's eyes are keenly trained to spot the smallest little piece of waste.
最脏的地方在哪里？
最脏的地方就是其他的小的路段呢，那个小路段都挺脏的。
你的眼睛蛮好的。
练出来了。
After about an hour of foot patrol, Mr. Liu arrives with my next task.
这是我们的车吗 ？My chariot.
走不了啊。
这个呢，对吧？对对。What am I doing wrong here?
是刹车，就是加油的，往前跑。
好的，好的。
然后你往前走的话，就是。
还有这个不需要了是吗？
对，那个不需要的。
好的，好的。
Despite its unassuming appearance, the street sweeper is a complicated machine. The brushes need to be started up in a particular sequence. And with Mr. Liu's help, I'm on my way. I won't be breaking any speed records with this thing, but it's easy enough to drive once you get the hang of the controls.
Gotta watch out for the trees. And you want to put the brush right in the corner, right up against the sidewalk. I wonder if they ever drag race these things.
Well, it looks like you need some like sharp eyes or hawk eyes to see all of these small stuff. But the sweeper car you were driving seems to follow the edge of the sidewalk just perfectly, you know.
Well, yeah, the spinning brushes have a bit of give. They're like spring mounted. So it's not super hard to keep them up against the sidewalk. However, I found myself focusing on the ground so much, I almost hit a branch that was sticking out over the street. But luckily, I missed it. I looked up just in time.
Well, lucky for you, actually. But the job didn't stop there, right?
No, they also handle all the public washrooms in their area, so they thought I should give that a try as well. Now, some of the toilets are very, very busy and they need constant cleaning.
Okay, let's take a look.
We head back over to Nanyang Road to wait for a special piece of equipment they told me I could try out. But first, I've got to go to the toilet.
那这个地方人多不多？
这个地方人很多的，因为前面是菜市场，两边都是小区。我们这唯一好处是前面可以停车。
对，太早了。
Ms. Pan gives me a crash course in cleaning rag management before putting me to work in one of the city's busiest public toilets.
While we're waiting for the sidewalk polisher to show up, they decided to put me to work cleaning toilets, and I'm never one to shy away from a challenge, so she explained the red one was for the toilets. 在1个小时左右，好多人那个。
你等一会儿都会排队的，男女厕所都排队。
排队的。
对。
真的假的？ There's a lineup to get into this place, apparently. It's a popular toilet.
这么感应呢？
We're good. 这个就是我们的清水。
And now it's finally time to try out the sidewalk polisher.
这里加水的，对吧？
But there's one problem. Last night's sub-zero temperatures rendered the machine more or less inoperable. It'll drive and sweep, but there's some frozen water in the pipes that make it impossible for the machine to scrub and polish the sidewalks. But Mr. Liu still brought it out so I could take it for a spin. More importantly, he brought me a hat.
好看吗？
OK
Okay, cool.
Much like the street sweeper, the sidewalk polisher is a complicated machine and has several components that need to be started in the proper sequence.
Not the fastest ride in the world. And I can see how a person could get very, very cold sitting on one of these things for a while.
And to finish off my shift, the crew decided to give me a task that really sucks.
I'm finishing off my day with some vacuum detail. We're still here on Nanjing West Road. I'm glad I came out here to see how this is actually done. And I'm looking forward to working other jobs as well.
So, Stephen, what surprised you the most about the work you experienced?
Well, I would say it would have to be just the sheer amount of repetitive work that goes into keeping the streets clean. I only worked one shift, on a morning shift, but the team at Nanyang Road run multiple shifts 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And I think just like any of these blue-collar segments that we do, it's about showing people what it takes to get the job done and how much work goes into keeping the city looking good.
Yes, so we just want to say thank you to our unsung heroes. Thank you for your hard work.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 100% natural to take these things for granted, like a spotless sidewalk. But the fact is that there are hardworking men and women who get up every day to make that happen.
Absolutely. In today's Shanghai A to Z, we've got some information for anyone interested in applying for a foreign student scholarship in Shanghai. Since 2006, the Shanghai Municipal People's Government has run a scholarship program for foreign students. There are several categories for both partial and full scholarships. Applicants must be of foreign nationality. Undergraduate students must have graduated from high school and be under 25 years old. Master students must have obtained a bachelor's degree and be under 35 years old. And applicants for doctoral degree studies must have obtained a master's degree, possess a certain level of academic achievement, and be under 40 years old. There are Chinese language requirements. Applicants have to be able to pass at least an HSK4 test for their Chinese proficiency. Certain courses may have higher language requirements, and you will need to meet those as well. If you're interested in a scholarship in Shanghai, you can apply directly to a university, and they all have plenty of information on their admissions websites. And there's more information and a list of participating universities on the Study Shanghai web portal. Scholarship recipients are required to participate in an annual evaluation in order to keep their scholarship. Universities assess academic performance, attendance, attitude, and more, and all this is submitted to the city's Education Commission. And now it's time for the ShanghaiEye Q&A, where we search our socials and answer some of your questions. Today's question is from Nicholas in France. I want to visit Shanghai next month, and it's going to be my first time to travel in China. Do I need to get vaccinated before departure? Well, Nicholas, welcome to Shanghai, but remember this, you don't need to worry about any mandatory vaccinations before traveling to Shanghai, as there are no specific vaccination requirements for entry into China for most tourists. However, it's always smart to be up to date on routine vaccinations like measles, mumps, and rubella before any international travel. If you've got a question for us, you can find us on all the socials.
We'd love to hear from you. You can find all our content online as well. And remember to join us right here on Dragon TV, Monday to Friday.
Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.
Bye-bye.